Yo, how's it going on, guys? Welcome back to another... No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back to another episode of the Field of Dreams podcast, and today we are with...
A person.
You heard that right. Today is just an ordinary person.
No, I'm joking. I'm Claire Maxwell, self-proclaimed musician, professional scab picker. I ran a cult for a few weeks until the school I went to shut it down because this was in 6th grade, but that's a story for another time.
Okay, well, cultist. Well, without further ado...
I also run a record label with my friend Colt. It's Tuna Fish Records.
Well, without the way, let's just start the podcast already. So, going off of the things that you already said, you own a record label?
Yeah, I started it back in December of 2024. The first release was on Christmas Eve at 6 p.m., but it actually started on December 11th because I was taking a computer class, and the computer teacher wanted us to create a fake business, so I decided to create a record label, and I thought to get bonus points, I'd create a website and an email address and all that. I did not get any bonus points, but I decided, since I was releasing my second album at the time, I figured I'd put it on there, and the rest is history.
Well, as they say, some of the weirdest things start out from the... Well, not some of the things start out from the weirdest of places, so... Hey. Works, it works.
After that, in March of last year, I started joining various Discord servers, and I started talking to different musicians, and now I'm here.
Yay! Field of Dreams podcast. What do you think are some of your biggest connections to anyone, IRL or online?
In terms of IRL people, I used to know this one guy whose family's very, very rich. They have millions of bucks and they own a bunch of businesses. That kid, he used to beat me up, punch me, kick me. One time he bent me over a desk. He said he was trying to break my arm, but I knew what was really going on.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and in terms of online people, I'm friends with Jason Forrest's son.
Really?
Yeah, Jason Forrest, the guy who ran Cock Rock Disco, and I think it was called Network Awesome. Yeah, he interviewed Alan Resnick, I think his name is, Alan Tutorial. He did some Adult Swim infomercials. So Alan's a friend of a friend.
So you have... Oh, you go.
Yeah, and I'm also friends with one of the members of Cocky SP, which is a noise band that I really, really love. And Blevin Blechtum follows me on Instagram for some reason.
Oh, dang. Well, it seems like you have a lot of connections. Jeez.
Yeah, and the list of friends is even bigger.
Oh, I bet about that.
Yeah, in terms of friends, Goody Pal and Leyland Kirby, aka the Caretaker.
No, not the fucking Man, that's one of my you lucky son of a... That's one of my biggest inspirations, bro.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him, but he's a friend of a friend.
You lucky son of a... Oh. I'm jealous as frick right now.
Yeah, yeah. If y'all need need to learn something, it's never be afraid to talk to people. Because I mean, if you see someone and you're like, oh, I really want to talk to them, but you don't, you're gonna be missing out.
That's
I mean,
for sure.
of course, there's some people that you definitely want to stay away from, like creeps and pedophiles and rapists and all that. But yeah, but most of the people that you find in spaces like the breakcore community and the vaporwave community, they're nice.
It's honestly one of the nicest communities I've ever been in, if you have to ask me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've also performed at a URL fest with Luxury Elite.
That's insane. I saw you on the roster for that.
Yeah, for Christmas on the Isles Volume 1. Yeah, my set was the first one played. And as soon as the Max Headroom part came on, well, actually, as soon as it ended, Luxury Elite was in the chat like, did I just miss Max Headroom? Yeah, but like, a bunch of the tracks from that set ended up on my latest album, not just for the Channel 4 alias, but in general. Self-promotion time. Go listen to Valentine's Massacre. It's like 4 hours long.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Probably the longest thing I've ever released.
So it seems like you have a lot of connections with people.
Yes.
How did you get to that? Did you just talk to people, or did you just, they come to you?
Well, when it comes to stuff like Blevin Blectum following me on Instagram, I just pressed the following button, and Blevin Blectum followed me back. Same thing with Jason Forrest's son, Wolfgang. And the weirdest thing is, he views my stories on there, and how we actually started talking was, I was in a mall, and I took a photo of the inside of it, and I typed, "Where is Chris Chan?" And he responded, "Holy crap, Chris Chan mentioned."
Holy crap, bro.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm a few hours away from Chris Chan. I mean, like, I've been to several of the places that Chris Chan's been to.
Really?
Still no sign.
Well, yeah.
But that's understandable. Yeah, I mean, when you're famous on the internet for weird stuff, including the incest stuff, like, you definitely want to stay out of public view.
Yeah.
Or whatever. If there's still people that just want to take photos of you everywhere you go, and it's just stupid.
It is. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, eh?
Yeah. And another thing, before I started taking this music thing seriously, in the summer of 2024, I was at a Walmart in West Virginia, and I just randomly saw Jelly Roll checking out.
Really?
Yes.
How did he have 50 bodyguards around him, or just like?
No, it was just him and his wife or girlfriend or something. I don't know. I don't really keep up with him. The only reason why I recognized him was because I saw a meme on Twitter back in 2023, I think, where it was like, this couple paid for Jelly Roll's meal at Burger King because they thought he was homeless.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I didn't get any photos with him because, number one, I want to respect people's privacy, and number two, my mom tasked me with the job of watching her purse and her shopping cart because she was in the bathroom, and number three, I was trying to scare some kids.
Just scare kids.
Yeah, I love scaring kids. It's my favorite thing to do, other than committing tax fraud.
Wait, how old were you when you saw him?
I was like, this was in the summer of 2024, so I was like 13, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this was like before my 14th birthday.
You've got a lot of life ahead of you.
Yes.
If you have that much already under your belt, good lord.
Yeah. I wonder, like, if I decide to go to college, should I just send them my Bandcamp page so they could see the days worth of music I've released?
I mean, if they look at your Bandcamp, most of your things are kind of like, you know, shitposts per se.
Well, I mean, like, some of them are, but most of them aren't. I mean, like, I know at least two of them were releases that I made because I was mad at this one kid online. He used to be my friend until I found out that he was a Nazi and a racist.
Oh, wow.
And no, wait, actually, there's 3 releases. One of them was my side of the split that we were gonna do. He ended up posting that in another server, and he got banned for it, and his excuse was, no, I listen to Lollycore, and they think I'm a child predator. Like, no. I have proof of you saying the N-word, not once but twice. And plus, you're as white as a sheet. You just can't be saying that.
Oh, yeah, I see the thing now.
Yeah, and then the other 2 releases, he ended up logging into some Bandcamp pages for some shitpost labels, and he just deleted them.
Wow.
Yeah, he just deleted them. They're gone. Except for one of them, because I got recovered. And then it got taken down again, this time by a different person.
Sheesh.
Yeah. And so, like, I already had enough of this kid. And so I just decided to go back into the Bandcamp page for the collective that he started that I used to be a part of. And I just made 2 things, and then I logged back out. I've since lost the password. That's probably a good thing. I do know that the person I'm talking about, not going to mention their name, but y'all probably know. I do know that he's in the Christ Hell server. I've been meaning to talk to John about that for months, but I just haven't, mostly because I don't want to think about that kid.
Yeesh. Well then. You've been in a lot of... Have you... Well, I guess this is like the wrong way to word it, but you've been in a lot of drama, or at least
I mean,
seen it.
yeah, like, there's some people that don't really like me that well. I mean, most of the stuff was just with that one kid, but I mean, there's also this thing that happened recently. I mean, I haven't really talked about it other than in a small amount of servers, but I got banned from a Discord server because and I quote, do not fit in.
You don't fit in?
Yes.
What? Are you kidding me?
No, hold on. I'll pull up the messages.
Alright. Oh my god. What the flip?
Yeah, let me just scroll up. Alright, so from so I sent the owner a message after it got banned. What? And she responded, yeah, I don't want you in there anymore. I responded, okay, that's fine. And she said, nothing personal, but you literally just do not fit in. And there's another little part of that which I think is funny. But you also gotta understand, like, everything we say is ironic too. I'm trans myself. Like, how is Mouth Stitch gonna hate trans people? And I'm like, yeah, I should have told her, what do you mean, how is someone else uninvolved with this conversation gonna hate trans people? I mean, like, other people think different thoughts. You can't just magically force someone to think stuff. I mean, like, one of my ex-girlfriends told me when I came out that I was the only trans person she supported. Which, like, yeah. Yeah, that's stupid.
That's... wow. So... yeah. That's just a lot to take in, honestly. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that whole thing's just stupid.
Well...
Yeah.
Oh, you go.
No, you go.
Oh, I was gonna change the topic. But if you want to stay
That's
up...
fine.
Oh. Well, we went down a rabbit hole of past drama. That's interesting, though, but... yeah. So, one of the sample questions on the form that you submitted, how did you hear and make you interested in your profession of music, per se? You've been a fan since you were a baby, and then, you know, you got a keyboard from Walmart and then played it almost every day. How'd you end up digitally music? How'd you end up making digital music instead of going, you know, an IRL instrument path?
Well, back when I was like 9, I used to grab my mom's phone and just download a bunch of music making apps. Most of them were just like those ones where you press a button, sound appears, and it's like a square and it's got a bunch of circles inside. and you can make different beats with it. I like a dime of a dime a dozen on the Google Play Store. But after a while, my mom was like, "Screw this! I'm getting you your own phone." And so I got a phone, and I decided to download BandLab. And what I do on my phone is either record crappy vocals or just play with the little sampler thing they have on there, which you can't access on the computer, which is stupid. But oh well.
Hey,
And
yeah.
and then I ended up getting a computer because I can't remember what year this was, but my mom. It, it was at night, and my mom was like, "We got $1,000 stimulus check. We're going to Walmart." And so, like, my mom got an HP computer. She ended up giving it to my grandma, but my mom had it for a while. And I got 2 Chromebooks because my mom thought I'd leave one at her house and one at my grandma's house. But I ended up just taking one everywhere. So my mom ended up getting the other Chromebook. And that's when I started to make music on the computer.
So your whole setup has basically been on a Chromebook?
Well, I mean, not my whole setup. Back in 2022, I was gonna go homeschooled because some kid threatened to kill me, and no one did anything about it. Not even the judge did anything about it. So I ended up going homeschooled, and my grandma and my step-grandpa, they wanted to buy me a computer. So they did. And yeah, and it was one of those Windows 11 computers, but I still have it, and it's what I've been making music on for the past few years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, for all the ups and downs, it's been with me. And it's gotten to the point where I've even put stickers on it.
Oh, that's when you know it's your own property at that point.
Yeah. I mean, like, hold on, let me just turn the light on.
All right.
Get my computer. Yeah, here's some of the stickers. I got a Tango sticker, which you can buy on needlejuicerecords.com. It's a cat with a little colorful propeller hat. I got a non-exist sticker from Death Bomb Arc because I've ordered from them several times. It's probably my favorite record label out there. I got a Haunted Williamsburg sticker on there because when I was 13, I went on a ghost tour in Williamsburg, and I decided to put it on my computer just to keep it safe. Hey, here's a funny story. After the ghost tour, me and my mom, we were gonna go to Ben and Jerry's, and we were driving. We were on a bridge. Turns out we were going the wrong way, but we didn't know that at the time. The GPS told my mom to take a left. Well, if she decided to take a left, she would have drove off a bridge.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, the GPS was trying to kill us. And I also got a few stickers from local businesses around me. Although I don't want to mention any of them because I don't want to get doxxed and I don't want to reveal my location.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the last sticker I'll mention is one from my friend Pablo's record label, Welcome to Clydebank, which is over in the UK, and I'm in the United States, so shipping's expensive.
Especially with all the new tariffs and shit. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, like, both times I've ordered from him were before the tariffs. And I mean, we're still friends. Yeah, I'm friends with the owner. I mean, he did something for the first volume of the Tuna Fish Records Split series. So, which y'all should check it out.
Is there any other any self promos that you want to include?
I got an album coming out next month. And I've also got a cassette tape release with this record label BMCM, which is in the UK. It's coming out whenever. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's in the works.
Hell yeah.
And I'm also working on like 5 other albums.
Oh, so you're a multi-albumer.
Yes, with several different projects. Yeah, including new aliases that you've only probably heard from compilations. Like the Dead Mall Archives track from the Vapor Roulette compilation.
Yeah.
That released recently. Yeah, that's gonna be turned into a full album.
Oh my gosh.
I've already got like 10 tracks for it.
Sheesh.
I saw it like a month ago. I don't know if it's still there, but Maltalk Collective said they were gonna be accepting stuff during the summer, so I'm hopefully gonna send it to them during the summer.
Do you plan on sending over any of your other releases to them?
I think just the Dead Mall Archives album. Yeah, but most of the record labels that I send stuff to, well, first I ask, hey, are you accepting submissions? Half of them aren't. And then, out of the half that are, 75% either don't respond or they're like, no, sorry, I don't like this. And the 25% that like it, they end up releasing it. But it's probably the same with everyone, unless you're a famous celebrity.
Yeah.
Like my father.
Like your dad?
Yeah.
What's he do?
You've never heard of Pauly Shore?
No. Enlighten me.
Actor, musician. He's never had a wife. He's had several girlfriends. And let's just say I was a drunken mistake.
Okay then.
Yeah, I mean, like, he was famous in the 90s. I mean, he's still kind of famous now, but he's not as famous as he once was. I mean, he was in Biodome, Son-in-Law, a Goofy movie, all that stuff.
I didn't know about that. Well, now I do.
You learn something new every day.
I definitely do. So, what's your... Oh, well, I guess I should ask about this. What are your main inspirations behind your albums? Because a lot of them looks like they don't have, what could I... what's the word? I'm trying to... Like a central theme, per se?
I mean, like, some of them, I just do whatever. And yeah, some of them do have a central theme. Most of them don't. Hold on, let me go to my Bandcamp page. Yeah, most of them, I just make random stuff, and then I just release them. But most of them, yeah, like, some of them do have a theme. It's kind of hard to explain what goes on in the mind of me.
I mean, we got all day.
Yeah, I know, like, there's 2 that I made for URL fests, which were hosted by the same person. And there's, like, an album series based on a bunch of EAS scenarios by someone that I no longer watch because controversy.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, like stealing videos, deleting hate comments, false copyright strikes, all that. The EAS scenario community is fascinating because on one hand you got like all these adults that are like, ew, I want to pump out slop. So people will watch it, specifically young, impressionable kids who don't know what good content is. I'm just gonna pump it out every single day and not care. And then there's the kids that actually make amazing content. You think the adults would make amazing content, but no, it's the kids.
Because they have the most open mindset compared to them.
Right. Yeah, and then there's just... Yeah, like... With my first 2 albums, one of which was a collaboration album with a friend, and then there was an album that I made just for fun. Took a 2-year break from releasing stuff under that name. And then, in July of 2024, I decided to challenge myself to make an album before I turned 14, and I ended up getting my second album, which I released on Christmas Eve 2024. And then after that, until November, it's like September and October, I challenged myself to make 1 album every month, 11 tracks. The last track had to be a bonus track, and it had to be 11 minutes and 11 seconds long, which that one didn't stick, considering for the second album in the 1 album a month challenge, it ended up turning into its own EP. And for the third album, that ended up just... It was just a mess. I ended up experiencing burnout like twice during the creation of that. And then there was a 1-hour track I made because my history teacher mentioned that he liked this one particular song, so I just decided to make an hour-long version of it. Didn't even show it to him. I just decided to make it for fun. And then, there's an album that I released at close to the beginning of March. There's this one kid who designs clothes. His name is CJ. My IRL friends who may or may not be watching this, they know exactly who he is, but he makes clothes, and he told me he wanted to make some clothes for me, and I said, sure. And he said, yeah, just give me some music. And then a minute later, I heard him talking to his friends, saying how he was going to try and scam me. And so I just decided to send him 30 minutes of harsh noise.
Dang.
That'll teach him.
Noise.
Yeah, and I decided, instead of just keeping it unreleased, I'd self-release it just to mess with him. And then you got the April Fool's album that almost got me in trouble with the French fry lady. It's an extremely long story. But then again, you did say you got all day, so,
yeah.
Like, a few days after I released it, my grandma's friend was like, well, yeah, my grandma's friend told my grandma, well, you tell Claire to stop putting dirty things in her music. And so my grandma ended up telling my mom, and my mom ended up telling me. Of course, I didn't know what was going on because I forgot about it until I checked Bandcamp, and that was my most listened. Yeah, and one of the tracks on there, if you look at it, you probably know what it is, but it was my most listened to track of the day. And so I instantly knew that my grandma's friend had listened to it a bunch, and she started complaining. 2 months later, she ended up getting mad at me because I posted a photo on my Instagram story. Holding a French fry close to my mouth, and the French fry had a burnt end. And she was like, why are you smoking cigarettes? And in my car? And I'm like, number one, it's not a cigarette, it's a French fry. Number two, it was not in your car. And number three, I did not take the photo on Sunday. I didn't even see you on Sunday. I saw you on Saturday. And she ended up taking a summer away from me. But over the past few months, I've been talking to my grandma, and I've been staying with her again. And everything's all good, except for with the French fry lady.
You just call it the French fry lady now.
Yeah, that's what I call her. And that's what I've been calling her for months. And the thing is, she's still not over it. Yeah, I like telling it to people because it's funny. But she thought that I was smoking a cigarette. The photo of it is on my website, if you want to look at it.
What's the URL?
Hold on, I'll put it in the chat. You could just easily get to it from looking at my Bandcamp page. But yeah, it's in the chat. littleflotus.neocities.org.
Oh, now I see it, yeah.
For all the audio listeners.
It's on his Bandcamp, so you can just go.
Well, actually, I'm a girl.
Oh. I thought I said there.
Oh. I thought you said his.
Oh. I think I said there. Oh well, I could, check back on the recording.
Oh, okay. Oh well. And then, af- and then after the first part of the Vaporwave album series released, I wanted to release an album on 420. So I made an album a week before that. It took me 30 minutes to make a 30-minute album, which is strange, but oh well.
Dang.
And then I ended up taking the cover photo, and then as soon as I finished uploading the second track to Bandcamp, my mouth started bleeding.
Oh. That's
Yeah.
something you don't happen every day.
Yeah, it turns out my last baby tooth fell out. Yeah, but it came out in two parts. The first part came out that day. The second part came out a few days later. And then there was one album. Like the week before that, I started feeling really sick. And then I started falling. And my mom took me to get my blood drawn. And I decided to take the cover photo. And then after that, I got home. Decided to make the album. Well, I mean, I shouldn't really call it an album. It's more like, I mean, it's 2 tracks, but then again, both tracks are almost 13 minutes long, so I don't know what you consider it.
Yeah.
It's certainly something. And then I just decided to release it the next day, because it was Bandcamp Friday. Although no one bought it.
Hell yeah.
Yet no one bought it. The only people that have really bought my music are... There's one person that paid $3 for an album with 30 tracks. It's 3 minutes long. I guess $1 per minute. And then there's someone who gave me a dollar for the 2024 to 2025 compilation album that I released at the beginning of the year, although that was on the Tuna Fish Records Bandcamp page.
Yeah.
And then my pal Lenny paid a few dollars for a few of my releases to feature in one of his videos, which I gave him permission. So, yeah, and I even suggested which ones would be good in order to evade copyright and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a few people bought my entire discography, which it's weird. Very, very weird.
It's even for me. It's even weird for me too. Still, yeah.
Yet one of them even leaves reviews. And that person I'm actually friends with on Discord. Like, there's just a few... Hold on, let me scroll down. Yeah. For one of them, very serene. I enjoyed, though I wonder what led to the making of this.
Yeah.
For another one of them, I like audio.
Audio's my thing.
Yeah, and then I feel weirdly understood and soothed by the first track. Lovely sounds as always. And then for the album that's just bad music that I made back in 2022, I was promised horrible music and was scammed into listening to pretty good music. I want a refund. Yeah, speaking of that album, I got inspiration from the Retrack Recordings server. I think that's how you say it. Or at least it's very close to it. But yeah, but I mean, I woke up at 8 in the morning, compiled all the tracks, put it on SoundCloud at 9, put it on Bandcamp at either 10 or 11. I was running on just a few hours of sleep.
Yeah.
It's just weird. And then you got a single for an album. Yeah, on June 6th, I released 5 things. And I re-released 2 things. But still, 5 things in one day is... It's strange.
Yeah.
One of which was a little noise EP I made for fun. One of which was the 3rd album in the album a month thing. And one of them was a 6-track album. I mean, 5 of them were normal tracks. One of them was a 12-minute noise thing, which ended up inspiring one of my other aliases, which surprisingly, none of the singles are on my page. You're gonna have to go to my website and then find them. But yeah, I should probably put them all on there. Maybe when the final one releases. I was gonna send it. Yeah, I actually sent it to a record label that's not on Bandcamp. It's on NeoCities, surprisingly, which was owned by 2 of my friends plus someone else, but it ended up shutting down.
Oh, poo.
Yeah. Yeah, and I haven't really figured out where I should send it to. But yeah, but that one almost got me in trouble with my grandma, because I decided to announce it on Instagram and Facebook, and my grandma saw it on Facebook, and at first she was talking about the Vaporwave album series, and she was like, "What do these symbols mean?" And I'm like, "It's in another language." I knew she was going to talk about that album. I knew she was going to talk about the one with the 12-minute noise track, but I just decided to run to the other side of the place that my grandma worked at, because, I mean, it's just a small building, only 2 people worked there, and one of them wasn't even there. But yeah, so it was just me and my grandma, and I just sat in the back and worked on music. Yeah, but it was certainly strange.
So where else do you see your music going to? Like,
well,
oh,
no, go ahead.
like, if not to other labels, then what direction do you want your music to go down?
Right now, I'm currently working on an album with vocals. I definitely want to get better at those, because writing lyrics is challenging but fun.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. And I also want to try out more extremely experimental stuff.
Like, how experimental are we getting?
Like, about a month ago, I decided to record a CD skipping album. I just burned a couple vaporwave tracks that I made to some CDRs. I scratched them up. Most of them were unplayable, but there was like one for the A side and one for the B side that worked. The B side one only worked sometimes, but I ended up what?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like you pop it in. Sometimes it would play the tracks with a bunch of glitching, and sometimes it wouldn't even play.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ended up recording those tracks to a cassette tape, and then a couple of weeks ago, while my mom was out of the house, I ended up recording the tracks from cassette tape to computer. And yeah, while I was in another room taking photos of some VHS tapes and DVDs and CDs that I got from a friend who was clearing out a house. Yeah, which you're in the Freshwater Media server.
Yeah.
If you've checked the physicals and merch channel,
Yeah.
you know.
I've seen your collection and your binge.
Yeah, I mean, like, with all the DVDs that I've shown, that's not even all of them. I mean, I've shown off every single cassette tape and CD and vinyl record, other than the 7-inch records and the shellac records. But shellac records are its own separate thing.
Practically, yeah.
And I also haven't shown off the stuff that I got at Goodwill recently. Should probably do that.
I'm looking on your Discog page. You have Nero's Day at Disneyland?
Discogs.
You have Discogs on your website.
No, you're thinking of something else. That record label, it was... Well, it's now called Nero Jones Inc., but... Yeah, but it was originally called something else. It was a label that my friend used to run. Released my first album on it. It sucks. Yeah, but... Like... Yeah, you definitely need glasses.
What?
Yeah, I mean, like... Yeah, I'm a fan of Lauren's work, but that's not what's on my Discogs page. Oh, wait. No, hold up. Are you talking about, like, the one for my collection? Or are you talking about the
one for your collection.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
Okay.
I was confused.
Because you have
I thought you were talking about the one for, like, my stuff, like my music and all that.
No. I'm looking on your website and I saw you had a Discogs link for your own personal collection. So I said, "Oh,
yeah.
You have Nero's Day at Disneyland."
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Can I steal it?
No, you cannot. You cannot steal it. I actually got it. It was from one of the 4 times I bought from Death Bomb Arc. Brian, the owner, he had a buy one get one free sale, so I bought that and the 2 collected EPs thing from Lauren Bousfield. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
The 2 collected EPs, one was the one that I got for free, and I had to pay $25 for From Rotting Fantasylands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because Brian, he had 25 extra copies that he just put on the website. They sold out, and then he put 25 more copies on there. I managed to snag one. I mean, he has some good deals. He has at least one good deal every month.
Yeah.
Like, for example, on Halloween, he had a 50% off sale.
Wow.
Yeah, 50% off. I managed to get $60 worth of stuff for 30.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what you're gonna find. I mean, you gotta have something like a sixth sense for deals.
Yeah. Well, since we're closing up on the 1 hour mark, is there any like shout outs or promotions that you want to give out?
Yeah, another thing, I remixed my friend MTS Airmass's track Sabotage for a bonus CD for his album Prayer and Forgiveness. Hold on, wait. Crap, I forgot the second part of the album name. Hold on. Yeah, Prayer and Forgiveness and Modern Dance. You can listen to my remix. It's on streaming services like Spotify. It's not on Apple Music yet, surprisingly, but it is on Spotify if you're one of the unlucky people that use it.
I just mainly use it to check on my own stats for my own streaming. You know.
Yeah, I usually use it to find samples, and that's it. And that's rare.
Same here.
Yeah, but you can buy the CD on the Magmasphere label. It's one CD has the actual album, and the other CD has the extended 28-minute version of Sabotage plus all the remixes.
Ooh.
And you could buy it for like $15. Go do it right now. Don't break your legs.
That's your promotion.
Yeah, and also, once again, Tuna Fish Records, currently trying to get physical media
God,
made.
I love it.
And I'm also trying to contact artists. Like, I really want to talk to Angel Mark Lloyd to see if I can just re-release some old Mindspring Memories stuff. Specifically, 2 albums from, I think, 2015 that haven't gotten any physical releases yet. And just release them on cassette tapes. And there's also another thing that I want to re-release, but you can't find it anywhere on the internet other than a Discogs listing. Someone's selling it for $35. I'm gonna be getting it.
Oh my god, bro.
Whether you like it or not. It's crap, let me find it. Oh yeah, it's somewhere here. Ah, yes. It's a 10 cassette box set called All About Sexy Rocker Chicks, A Guide to Scoring by Dr. Arm, which was one of the members of this band called Friends Forever, which made 300 albums in a year back in 2001.
Oh my god.
Most of those albums aren't online. The Dr. Arm album isn't online. You can't find it on YouTube. If you look it up, you get stuff unrelated to it. If you look it up on SoulSeek, can't find it. Bandcamp, nothing. And so, like, I want to reach out to the guy behind it to see if I could re-release it.
Yeah.
Just like, once again, 10 cassette box set. Yeah, in one of those little library cassette cases.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I actually found a website where you can go to if you want to buy them instead of just the usual 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can buy 6, 8, and 10.
Ooh.
Although there's still one type of cassette case that I really want to find, and it's like the 10 cassette library case things, but instead of 10 is 16.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what you might find. And to think that what sparked this whole search was a 24-hour harsh noise compilation. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you never know what you're gonna find when you're looking on Discogs. Most people, they doom scroll on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever else. Me, I doom scroll on Discogs.
I doom scroll Discogs. Same here, bud.
I doom scrolled Discogs, and all I got was this lousy shirt.
I found some good sample records through Discog binging.
Yeah, I mean, I've got like over 6,000 things in my want list. Most of them are just duplicates. Yeah, because I mean, like, I'm fine with getting whatever variant of an album as long as it's good. It doesn't really matter if it's a black record, a yellow record, picture disc, if it's got sand in it, if it's compact disc or a cassette tape, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Want.
Yeah. So, we're coming up on the 1 hour, a little over actually. Is there any last minute shout outs that you want to give out? Friends, family, people that supported you?
Yeah, yeah, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colt, aka the other person behind Tuna Fish Records. Pablo, MTS Airmass, mentioning Airmass again. Emily, Josie, 171. That one guy, I can't remember what his name is, but he's the Russian guy with the label that I released on. Ick, I think that's his name. Then there's Milo, the girl with the dog. There's Milo, the drug and porn addict Christian furry friend from Russia who's a janitor. Then there's and there's one person that I really hate, and that's Todd. And Fred.
Oh.
And that's it.
You just gotta give out the haters on the last second.
Nah, I'm joking. I don't know anyone named Todd. Oh, yeah, also, screw you, Tater Tot.
Alright, we're gonna cut this off before you decide to give someone the death threat. Well,
All right.
thank you so much for coming out on this episode. Is there any last? No, forget that. We're gonna skip that before you decide to give like 50 more death threats, and including me. Thank you so much for coming out on this.
No, you're good. You're good.
Thank you so much for coming out on this episode. It was nice. It was really nice talking and meeting with you. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Bye.